Hello, Libra Sun, Libra Rising. This is going to be your year ahead reading. My name is Tanya, and I'll be pulling the cards and interpreting them for you. And this is going to cover, October of 2023 through September of 2022. The moon. And we're going to see what the cards have to say. I'll be pulling a card for each month of the year, and then an extra card from the bottom of the deck that may give some additional information or a general theme for the next year that would apply for my Libra Rising, Libra Sun watchers. And with the Sun, with a Libra Rising, that means your Sun is in your first house, which is the house of self. And you might be someone who, because it's there, and your chart ruler is going to be Venus, which is very much about luxury items and appreciation for the finer things in life. And Libra is typically ruler of the second house, which is the house of finances. So if you pull that up to the self in the first house, you may be someone who looks very polished and refined, at least on the outside, regardless of whatever else is going on in your life. You may look very put together. You may be someone who gets your nails done, your hair done, or at least it looks as if you maintain that all very well. You may prefer classic clothing or even the latest trends, but you prefer the higher quality or to have at least the look of higher quality items. But you're doing it in a smart way typically because of your bent toward finance. So budgeting and things like that. You know how to budget your money, and you know how to save up for the things that you want in life. That at least are going to keep your appearance up of looking very refined and very well off. So let's see what the cards have for you for this next year. Seeing as it's going to be around first house or something else. Shuffling. Oh, we got some sassy cards today. Sassy cards. Yep, that's right. I said that. Very sassy cards. Okay. We'll do another one like this. That could be my guides too. They are very sassy. Sometimes very blunt. So let's see what we get out of this today for Libra. Libra Sun, Libra Rising is what we're going for. Got it. Okay. Let's see what we have for Libra Sun, Libra Rising. So this is going to be October. We have the Hanged Man, the Six of Pentacles, November. December is the High Priestess. January is the Eight of Cups. February is the Ace of Swords. And trying to make sure I stay lined up here for you. March is the King of Cups. And then we have April with the Devil. May with the Knight of Swords. June with the Three of Cups. July with the Sun. August with the King of Pentacles. And September with the Nine of Swords. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. So there we go. So let me just sink into this a little bit. What I'm getting first off is this might be a little bit more about your relationships with others over this next year, but we'll see what each card brings out as I go through them. For this overall Strength card, I'm getting this is something you need to work on, is what I'm getting. You need to do some focus, some inner work, and focus around your own heart energy or your heart chakra area and opening that up trusting yourself again. You need to trust yourself again is what it's coming down to. So something has happened or something from your past that's been holding you back and keeping you closed off from others. The Strength card itself is typically about, for me anyway, that inner strength we have, our inner lioness, our inner lion, that strong compassion. Also, on the same time, no fear or a lack of fear because you see or have an understanding that we don't know the battles that everybody else is fighting. And you look at things from that point of view instead of just reacting, where you're very calm within yourself because you know what is true to you. So that's what I'm getting from the overall or bottom of the deck card for you. Now let's step in to the rest of these. So coming up for October with the Hanged Man, it's a major arcana card, and it's a card of surrender. Surrendering to the circumstances, accepting what's there, and perhaps trying to look at it from a different point of view, or to respond to it in a way that you haven't before, to see it in a way that you haven't before. Surrender is really in here. So I don't know if there's something tough that you're going through or have been going through and you've been fighting and pushing against it and trying to avoid it and just resisting. You're putting a lot of energy into that, and you need to let go of that and just surrender to the change or to the moment or to whatever it is that's coming through here. You can't keep fighting it because it's just going to keep you stuck there. It'll be an ongoing thing that you won't be able to stop. Sorry about that. Hopefully I have the lighting situation straightened out so at least we don't have a strobe effect going on. That was a little distracting. Okay, back to the Hanged Man. There is something that you need to let go of your idea of how it needs to end or how the circumstances should be, and just let it be. You need to let go of your expectations about it. You need to surrender control. You need to surrender your ideal about how the outcome should look. So that's what we have in October, is letting go and just surrendering to what is and accepting it so that you can move forward. Because until you do that, you're going to feel stuck and you're going to be stuck. And then in November, we move on to the Six of Pentacles. So as you can see kind of here from the image, this is like an energy exchange, a give and take is what I'm getting from this. Typically, it's like asking for help or offering help. But there is an exchange of energy in some way. Each party is giving something. So it could be a new job offer. This is Pentacles, so it's around material things. And it could also be, I'm getting for some, this could be a new living situation where someone is, either you're inviting someone into your home or someone else is inviting you into theirs. But in exchange for rent or in exchange for some sort of work. So there has to be an even exchange there of energy where both parties are satisfied with the outcome. So don't look for empty offers. Don't look for freebies. Look for something where each side has something to offer in November. And it feels like, it feels very much like it's either related to work in some way or to housing or a place to live in some way for you or for someone else. You could be the one offering or the one receiving. But look for that and don't turn away those opportunities if they come up in November. It's something that kind of helps you if you did surrender to what's going on. This is the next step in your process of how you're going to move on from that. And then we have the High Priestess here in December. Another major arcana card. Now, in general, major arcana cards are about bigger life themes. Bigger opportunities, if you will, that come along. Major arcana cards. You have the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Both of them in here at the very end of this year. So this might feel like a very intense 3 months for you, where you are going through a change, a big life change. Again, this could be related to job or to your home. It could also be related to finances, or I suppose those are integrated into that in general, which makes sense with the pentacles here in the middle. The High Priestess is about your inner power, about finding respite within your own soul, is what I want to say here for you. It's about connecting to the divine and making an intentional connection with that kind of energy. Sitting in silence or doing some sort of meditation that works for you. That could be a walk through the forest, or it could even happen while you're going jogging or something like that. For some of you, this is a physical thing, or it needs to be something that's physical in order to get your mind to rest, if you will, so that you can really feel into your heart energy, into your heart chakra. Because that was what we have here for the year in general, especially because there's a lot of green in this Hanged Man. So this, in a way, this surrendering is trusting what you know within your soul, trusting what you feel within your heart, and surrendering to that, whether your brain says it's not logical or it should go this way, or whether your ego is demanding a win in some way. The way that you win here is to surrender. The High Priestess is about now taking that information, taking what you've learned, analyzing it, and letting it sink in, and giving yourself the space you need to make a plan. Giving yourself the space you need to have the solution come to you, to draw that knowledge to you. So this is going to be, you may be just a little more reserved in December, as you take time in a way to recover or to accept the changes that have happened and are occurring. But you need to go within for that and not look to others, I should say, for validation of what's happening, not looking for others to give you solutions. You have to find them within yourself, because that's the best way, and really the only way forward for you is to really trust yourself. Trust the decisions that you make, feel into them, center on that heart energy and how you feel in there, not what your brain is saying, not all the chatter going on around you. Focus inward. So take the time, some quiet way, some way to still and silence the brain so that you can feel into what is happening and into what you want and what's going to work for you. And then in January, we have the Eight of Cups, which really fits in with what we're getting so far here. The Eight of Cups. Cups are about our emotions, about intuition. And the Eight of Cups specifically is about walking away from the things that no longer serve you, from the emotions that are no longer yours, that are no longer part of who you want to be, walking away from the relationships that are trying to tie you down. You are setting yourself free from these old behaviors, from these old emotions that don't serve the new you, that aren't part of and cannot be part of your life going forward. This is you releasing a lot of heavy emotional debt, is what you feel like it is. It's not yours, and it's okay to let that go. It's not your debt anymore. You're done with it. You are moving on. You're clearing your plate. And I don't know what the financial term is, but I feel like it should be balancing the books. The books have been balanced and you're done, you're over, you're moving on to the next thing. This is the time here in January where you know where you're headed, or maybe you don't know exactly where you're headed, but you're taking the steps to head away and on to something new for you. In January, we have the Ace of Swords. Aces are about inspiration, about that first step. There's a lot of energy, a lot of action in them, especially with swords, which is an air element. Those are about our thoughts, our ideas. So you may be struck with some creative ideas, some inspiration, something that's new to you, something you hadn't thought of before. So it may be a new way to look at a certain situation. This might be a new money-making idea. It could be some new job or something new that you want to get into. But in February, you're going to be struck by this idea, this inspiration. And I would recommend that you write down notes on it, maybe journal on it, do something to activate that and feed that. You want to keep that energy flowing through all of February and really start getting the energy flowing to that. You want to bring it to you. You want to start that manifestation energy coming toward you. You want to get the ball rolling. Once you come up with this idea, once you think of this, once this occurs to you, and I'm trying to feel into what it might be about. It feels like it's related to money, finances, or work in some way. So for some of you, this may be a new twist on the work that you do, or a new way to make in money, potentially to bring in money, or a new career path branching off of what you're doing now. So some skill or something that you're very interested in, or you learn about and discover, and you want to pursue that. That's February. And then we come to March. In March, we have the King of Cups. The King, right? The highest of the high in the suit of cups. He is very much, oh my goodness. He is very control with his emotions. He is very confident with his emotions. He has no hesitation in telling you about how he feels. In some cases, there's a sense where they could be emotionally manipulative. So look out for that. This does feel like another person who is going to have some influence on you one way or another here in March, where it's going to be trying to tug at your emotions and get their emotions sway over you. So I guess for the majority of you, or for many of you, I am getting that this may be someone not from the past. This is someone new who may be a little bit of a manipulator when it comes to emotions. So watch out for that in March. Just be aware of it. You want to be very confident of your own heart energy, of your own emotions when you're dealing with this person. You need to recognize when it is your emotion and something you want versus something they want or something they want you to do. So you need to be, it's like a little bit of a challenge for you from the universe, if you will. Don't we just love that? To see how you're progressing, how you're doing with moving on, how you're doing with changing a lifelong behavior, if you will. How easily are you being manipulated? Are you standing your ground? Are you recognizing what's true to you? Or are you letting others lead the way and, if you will, take over the direction of your life? So look out for that in March. It does feel like a very masculine energy, a dominant type of energy. Just make sure you're standing your ground and you trust yourself and you really know yourself within. And then in April, we have the Devil. And I'm seeing or noticing here this person in the corner who is, it's feeling very manipulative, right? He's pulling the strings. And this kind of feeds in from this March energy that I was getting, where you may be very tempted to give into that because it's easy, right? It's what you know. It's the easy path for you to let someone else take charge, to let someone else tell you what to do or how to do things, to have someone else give you direction instead of taking the reins and going in the direction that you want. This is something that you have control over, but you're going to need to be aware of this. You're going to need to acknowledge it. You're going to need to recognize when it's happening, and you're going to need to consciously stop the behavior for yourself, to step out of that path in order to break that chain, to take a scissor and cut the cords here in April. You control your life. You control your decisions. You are the one in charge. When it comes to what you want, you are the decider. Don't let someone else push you to it. Don't let someone else manipulate you. Stay true to what you want, what you've decided you want here. And don't let this distract you from your path. Then we're coming on to May, which is the Knight of Swords. Now he's moving quick. He's moving fast. Again, these are our thoughts and our ideas. So it feels like you do break away. You do stop this pattern in its tracks. You take control and you say, you know what? I don't need that. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm done. Bye. Nope. Bye. I'm done. Erase my number. Block those other people. You're done. You've done all the steps. And now you're off pursuing. This feels more like your energy here. Pursuing these ideas and things that you came up with here in February, and maybe this other person tried to talk you out of or sway you away from what you wanted here. Follow it. This is you in May going for it. You are going for it. You are trusting. You know what you want. You have the knowledge, and now you're pursuing it. You're going out there. You're getting the experience you need in order to take off and succeed, to explore this new ground, to break new ground for you. So in May, this is you going for it. You're committing to yourself here and going for it. In June, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is basically hanging out with some friends, celebrating, having a good time, enjoying life. So this is you with a few friends. Threes are about community. Three of Cups, again, about our emotions. So this is very much a thing of celebration. So celebrating your success here, acknowledging the fact that you have overcome this behavior, this work, and that you are pursuing something solely for you that you really want to do, and celebrating your successes in life and the successes of your friends that are with you. June is a great month for you. It does indeed feel very, very celebratory. You're making progress in this new area. It does feel kind of work related, as I said before. Again, I'm getting that. Again, it's also the swords, right? About words, communication too. So this could be even something to do with communication at work, or projects or something at work where you are pushing for it and you're making a change. And you're coming through. You're being seen. You're getting visible. People are starting to see your success when it comes in here May and June. In a good way. This is a good thing. That's what I'm getting here. And then in August, we have the Sun. The Sun is joy. The Sun is feeling those rays of that sunlight on your skin after a cold winter, right? That warmth. It's about being free, expressive, very much out there. So this is you really, it feels like stepping into your power here in August. And really feeling, yes, really connecting with that heart energy, that heart chakra. and expressing yourself, opening yourself up to the possibilities that are out there for you now. Opening yourself up to bigger and better things in August. It feels very freeing, if you will. It feels really good, is what I say. I'm feeling it really from the heart space, just radiating out. That joy, that sense of self and inner love. That is such a beautiful thing. And that's what I'm getting here for you in August. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Again, a masculine energy, but he's more laid back, right? He is very much in control of his finances. He knows a lot about that. He's an expert in that area. Again, the king. So that top of the top in his suit. The expert, the CEO. But chill, laid back, relaxed. This could be for you. This could be a new romantic interest. This male energy or this... Yeah, I'm still getting masculine energy from it. So it could be male or female, but a female who is very much has that CEO energy. That more masculine energy. Someone who's super confident, very much in control of their life, especially their finances. They know what they want out of life and they're not afraid to go for it. That feels very much like a new person in your life, male or female. Very chill. And I don't know if you have a dog. If you do, you may meet through the dogs, or in some way you meet through a dog or a pet. Okay, apparently that needed to come out. So keep that in mind here for next year in August. Where are we? April, May, June, July. Yeah, in August. So next summer, you may be meeting somebody that you could have a significant relationship with, who is very confident in where they are in life, and you may meet through pets. Most likely a dog in some way. If that happens, please come back here next August and put a comment and let me know. I'd be super curious. So you're meeting this person here in August, and then we move into September. September, we have the Nine of Swords. This is a card of anxiety. This is letting our thoughts run away with us about all the doomsday scenarios, about the worry and things like that. This may be tied because now you're having this success. You're having good things happen. You're meeting people that are on the level you want to be, that are inspiring you to move up, that you fit with, that you vibe with now. This could be old doubts, old fears, going back to this devil energy, right? And this manipulative energy. And maybe this person's trying to slip back in and cause doubt, cast shade on you, if you will. You have the ability to overcome this. It is only in your head. Whatever doomsday scenarios you're coming up with, whatever doubts and fears you're having, it isn't real. So be aware that next September, amidst all this success, you're going to have a period of doubt. You're going to feel anxious. You may have some anxiety, and that is normal. Just want you to know that is normal. The key here for you is going to be aware of this tendency you will have, that you will slip into these doubts, and to catch yourself when you're there, taking that deep breath, maybe leaning into this meditation type space and energy that you learned about in December, that you tapped into in December, trusting and connecting with your heart chakra. So taking the mind out of it, connecting with that heart chakra, centering yourself, and overcoming these doubts and these fears. To be confident about yourself and be compassionate toward yourself. So don't worry about stumbling. It is normal to stumble. It's about the recovery from that. It's about being able to push through it. So in September next year, You're going to need to be pushing through some fears you may have about all this new stuff that's in your life, all these new pathways that are opening up, all these new relationships that are coming up. It's a lot to come on or to process just as a human being. A lot of changes, a lot of success after hard times, after failures. There's always going to be that little voice of doubt in there. You just need to push past it and trust your heart energy. If you lean into that and let go of the thoughts that do not serve you, let go of the thoughts that do not support you. Okay, and that is what I have for my Libra Sun, Libra Rising people for the next year. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy these readings and meetings. It feels like a meeting too. I apologize for the lighting issues. And please hit that like button and please hit the subscribe button and help my channel grow. Happy birthday, if it's your birthday, and have a fabulous year. Talk to you later.